Who's ready to go racing? It's been a while since we did any vroom vroom, but today we vroom vroom once more. Hello. Hello. Are you okay? Happy Thursday. Ready, steady, go. Plan for today is the British Grand Prix on the Formula 1. And then after the British Grand Prix, it will be the season finale of the Career Mode RTG. We've 4 games left of the regular season, trying to finish second if possible. Otherwise, we are playoff bound. And if it is to be the playoffs, then I'm terrified that we'll spend another year in League One. But such is life. Well, will you? We will change tyres. The vote for the Journeyman went live. What are we? Vote for the Journeyman went live 45 minutes ago. It is ongoing. I can pop the link in the chat for you today. You won't see playoffs today. No, playoffs. If we qualify for the playoffs will be on Sunday, as I'm away visiting family tomorrow and Saturday. And quite frankly, we need to get some F1 done because I'm paying for an editor and not giving him any video footage at the minute. So need to make sure we get some F1 in. Do you mean, can I play the game without controllers, Lowenborg? Or is it, in general, do you mean, is it possible to just play the game without a controller? Needs, thank you for the, 12 months, all in a single row as well. If you buy it, yes, you can play it with the wheel. You play it with the wheel and pedals, you can play it with the keyboard. Don't know why you play it with the keyboard. You can play it with the controller. I play with a controller. Oh, that sucks, Ben. Yeah, playoffs will be Sunday. Thank you to Cal Halligan and the Wolverine for the follows whilst we were offline overnight. I appreciate it very much. Unclaimed rewards. Unbelievable, Jeff. Lissandro's done his cruise ship. Confirmation. I just got confirmation. Oh, there's loads of stuff. Fan zone stuff. Okay. A lot of people stripping and stealing cars, is there? That sounds lovely. I would like to go to the game. I don't yet have any current plans in motion. But I would like to tick St Andrews off if I can. It's right in the middle, isn't it? Can you park at the shopping centre? I see there's a shopping centre opposite. I would like to go. I want to tick. It's a ground tick. I'd love to tick off. No, you don't want F1 World Chess. Well done. gone into the same fucking thing here because I'm an idiot. Oh, it's not far from... Where's it? Where's the train station? It's got to be near there, surely. That's the children's hospital. Where's... I drive past the children's hospital to go to... the thingy. Where's the... Yeah, Birmingham New Street's literally around the corner. I could probably park at Mailbox, to be honest, and then just get the bus or something. Whenever we go to Cody's for F1 stuff, we always park at around the train station. I could always just get the train. Ultimately. Then just get a taxi from the train station to the football ground. Walk. It's half an hour walk. Could just fucking walk. I don't think Liverpool win all four, no. Although, to be fair, getting a train back would probably be a bit of a pain in the ass for an evening game. Millennium Point. Millennium Point multi-story car park. Yeah, it's still half. I mean, it's a 27-minute walk from there as opposed to a 33-minute walk from Mailbox. So there's not much in it. I forgot it was next week, to be honest. It's kind of snuck up. I mean, technically, it's not the team's home Grand Prix because it's Mercedes, but... Oh dear, rain at the end. Lovely. Ready, steady, fucking bosh. But you're right. It's the team in terms of where it's actually located, home Grand Prix. Welcome back to the F1 24 driver career. We are stuck slam bang in the middle of a big driver's title fight here in the fourth season, our first season at Mercedes, and it's our fourth home Grand Prix of our career as a driver. Our first home Grand Prix with regards to the location of where the team is based, and of course Brackley and Brixworth, based in the UK, but Mercedes is German, so it's half a home Grand Prix, but it's my home Grand Prix, and we've not ever really done that well at Silverstone because the AI are very strong here, but we do still lead the championship after 4 straight victories and 2 back-to-back P2s behind Lando Norris, who's now got 2 back-to-back victories. So far this season, there's only been, despite there being 9 Grand Prix, there's only been 4 Grand Prix winners. Lewis won in Bahrain, then Charles Leclerc won 3 in a row, then I won 4 in a row, and now Lando has won 2 in a row as well, and will be looking to make it a hat-trick of his own here at his and his team's home Grand Prix, and it's a full home Grand Prix for McLaren, of course. The weather is okay, but there will be some rain coming at the end of the race, as you can see above me there, so that'll make it a bit more intriguing, won't it? Full practice sessions set ahead of us so we can tweak our setup accordingly and hopefully find the pace that we feel we need to challenge for a podium at our home Grand Prix. I mean, a win here for me would be unbelievable. I don't know as I've ever won the British Grand Prix in any save ever. So now would be the time, if ever, to go for it when winning the World Championship. So we'll put older parts in for practice and then fresher parts in for the race itself, because it's very much a power circuit here at Silverstone, of course. And we would very much like to power our way towards a decent victory if possible. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save, and continually doing so. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. The Journeyman save continues to go from strength to strength. We're heading towards Season 3 in that now. And hopefully you guys have voted. If you haven't, then do so. I believe as this goes live, the vote is still ongoing. So do make sure you go and check that out. Regardless, check this out. Let's go and race around Silverstone.
It might not be race day yet, but you wouldn't know it from looking at the stands. The fans are out in force. It's practice time here at Silverstone.
Chrissy, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Did someone order a Shrek?
No. What you talking about, Willis?
British Grand Prix. Right, we can do all of the testing to see what setup we need here now, because we've got a full set of tyre allocation for this weekend. I probably should have maybe gone harder with the tyre allocation, but we've got balanced. I didn't watch all of the match last night, but I watched some of it. Yeah.
As quickly and precisely as possible. Remember to activate your DRS in the DRS zone as well.
That felt good. This Mercedes car is just much better balanced than the Ferrari was last year. Oh, there's Shrek.
In the morning, I'm making waffles.
Okay, DRS zone coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
The car feels actually really good, to be honest. Whether it's quick or not, I don't know, but it feels very, very well set up here. Little tail happy around the low traction points, but nearly. But in classic Ches style, still fucks it up. Yeah, it's a comfortable medium hard one stop here, isn't it? Do time management on a soft set.
Because temperature's so important for your tyres, cool down laps wet up the rubber too much, not to mention recharging the battery.
Just put the... I basically put the bottle
We need
right in
to
the
be
middle of
sure
the
we
screen
can
as if
manage
it was
the
a fucking
tyres through
halo.
a lap, so try to keep the wear down through each corner. Be especially careful accelerating on corner exit.
It's the high load corners, high speed, high load corners that will kill the tyres around here. Like Cops, like Stowe, Agats and Beckett's, etc. Dry and then dry start, dry for most of the race, and then wet right at the very end. Needs. Let me just make sure I've got both chats up next to me, which we do. Nico.
Program complete and a job well done.
Well, tyre apparently is quite
We
good.
got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Oh, Tom's uploaded his studio. Oh no, yeah, uploaded his studio update. It's not finished yet, though, is it? It was just an update, right?
Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
Late turning for me there. Was actually able to take all of that flat, which is absurd. It shows how upgraded the cars are. Helps if I have the phone on the right side so I can see it. It would be absolutely awful if this were the last. The cars just wouldn't work, Jamie. Afternoon, Ollie. How are we, lad? I'll probably take that in 7th, or at least drop mid-corner. Good afternoon, Tom. Oh, it's not been updated since the last patch. It's half the reason why I don't use mods like that anymore. Like, when they break, I don't know how to fix them, and you can't make any content until people have uploaded a new version, so it just halts all the content. Coffee, scrambled eggs, and Chesnoy Gaming. Good combo to start the morning, eh? So you're getting your Canadian colloquialisms in there. Good way to start the morning, eh? How many people have said "eh" to you since you've been in Canada, Griff? How are you finding Canada, eh? Almost every single person you've met. Nope, last night you said tomorrow, so I guess I'll be waiting around all day. I would reverse the update so I can use the mods, but then I have to re-update the game. Just play pro clubs as well, yeah, it's just a pain in the arse, isn't it? Which is why I don't. Aronactu is always right on it with the live update, with the live editor as well. I've just been using regular ticket prices, our own artificially, arbitrarily decided upon ticket prices, Jamie. I mean, those lap times have been very consistent so far. I'm sure every lap has been a 27.3 or 4 thus far. Have a look at race director. There's Charlie. 27.4353. Okay, fair enough.
Race
27
complete,
flat.
and that was a really good job
Nice.
indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Oh, Taiwa's good. That's positive considering it's a one-stop race. Very positive. Alright, let's do a quali run. There'll be a lot of licensing issues behind that though, Jamie.
You're nearly out of fuel, almost out of fuel. You need to pit within the next 2 laps.
Oh, mate. So much traction out of it. It's crazy. Where are you going? I had so much grip there, I didn't even know what to do. Craving Dr. Pepper. Not the obvious craving, but it is good. I think I might just be happy with this setup, to be honest. $25.8. Just gonna give it a little cheeky tweak as per SRC and see what's what. Bear with. Okay, that's very similar to what I've currently got at the moment. I think I still have the most. Yeah, the setup is basically the SRC one, and the car does feel very good, so I'm quite happy with that. Right, so let's do that again then. But let's do it by using the battery and see just how quickly we can go. Oh, mate, I've got a bit of sleep just in my eye. I can't get. Yeah, the last couple of corners are really tough. Alright. We'll use battery here, see what we can do.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
parked it. Is it because no one else is live, Jamie? Oh. Lol. Soz.
Oops.
Car feels good. Car feels good. Hey, McClare.
Where?
How are we, lad?
And that's it.
Bow, 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 bow. It is a drink at Silverstone, so we're going to need quite a bit of extra fuel. Must remember to put fresh bits in after practice. The car feels great. Whether it's quick or not is a different matter, but it feels super planted and super quick around Silverstone right now. If everything goes according to plan, we may well be 91 rated by the end of this weekend. We put in a 25 flat with a quali run in practice that I think there might be a little bit more in, perhaps, if I am able to take a couple of the corners slightly better. Plus, of course, with some fresher, more powerful and efficient bits in the car. In fact, let's just go brand new MGUH and MGUK. Why not? Energy store turbo. We could put a barely used turbo in there. Obviously, control electronics is control electronics and gearbox is gearbox. So. Aiming for front row here. Pole at Silverstone would be unbelievable, but front row is definitely the target for sure.
Welcome along, everybody, to a venue that was built for speed. Once an airfield, now one of the finest racetracks in the world. It's qualifying day.
Qualifying day for the British Grand Prix. Whee!
Right, let's see what sort of lap times everyone else is putting in before we get too far ahead of ourselves. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Toby. How are you, mate? $25 twos, okay. 25-1. We will be into the 24s by the end of qualifying, that is for sure. At least they will, anyway. And out they go.
Okay, guys, everyone be aware, the car's ready to go.
Oh, the fucking silver arrows.
Drop to P20.
matches. I think cross-country is still a thing. Right.
Let's go.
$24.5 from Lando. Bar has been raised. It's a stonking
And
lap.
we've been pushed down to P20.
That's an eye-opener. Wasn't ideal.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session.
25 flat. Comfortably through, but still half a second off Lando. But obviously you saw, even at the end of the lap there, just the final part of the lap, there was mistakes involved. So there's definitely more time in that. But I'm going to need to find said time if you want to stand a chance of stopping the in-form man at the minute, which is Lando Norris. George Russell, my teammate, is right up there as well. Any shock exits? Maybe Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin is a bit of a shock exit considering his teammate was top 4. Both Hasses out is a surprise. One of the Saubers, and Ollie Behrman and his Red Bull just isn't the man right now, is he? He is not him. Even the softs will do 20 odd laps in a race. It might be a medium soft race. Might be a one-stop medium soft maybe with the tyre life we have. Confident enough of getting through to go forward to end the session. Yeah, we're in the 25s. No 25s, and then we'll see some 24s put in again. Out we pop.
Standing by.
Season 4, Luke. Yeah, this season in Formula 1 does promise to be very, very, very good. Lewis at Ferrari just has completely energised everybody's excitement, hasn't it? And so many rookies on the grid as well. It's like the start of a new era, just before the regulation changes next year, which will be the start of a new era. That makes sense. You're seeing the lap times thinking, holy shit, that's fucking quick.
Remaining in the session.
124s around Silverstone. Those cars are upgraded to fuck. I mean, Charles Leclerc had a DNF on debut in Bahrain, didn't he? At Ferrari when he was on for a victory. Obviously, the season opener is in Australia this year. Nice to be back in Australia for the opening Grand Prix of the year.
Right, that's us pushed down into P15.
Right, here we go again. Oh, and some of the driver changes, yeah. Always with a little wiggle through there. That felt good. Managed to nail Stowe this time. Let's not balls up the end of the lap on this occasion. Maybe we can make it into the 24s. Really feel the car grip up there. And we are into the 24s. It's a 24-7. Just still a few tenths off Lando. But closer. P4. We might be challenging for a top 5 here. Front 3 rows, seemingly. Because Lando is a step faster than most everybody else at the minute. But 24.747 is only 5 milliseconds slower than Fernando. And only 13 milliseconds slower than Lewis. So maybe the front row is on. But it looks like Lando is the man to beat right now, doesn't it? 2 wins in a row and flying. Max Verstappen out in Q2. But the Red Bull is not the car in this save anymore. Nor real life, as the case may be. I'm not going to bother with a bank up. We're just going to go for it. There you go. Charles just turned up. So as we're about to head out, you can see that they are into the 24.4s with Charles Leclerc, who's finally turned up. Lando's a 24.5. George 24.6. Lewis 24.6. So we're going to have to go faster than we ever have before to make it onto the front 2
Checks
rows.
complete. Everyone be aware. We've got
Game
the car
on.
Leaving the garage.
That's all right, Tomo. Away somewhere nice, are we? I hope. It's not quite an Imola style pit lane, but it certainly is a long stop. Gran Canaria, nice. Need to renew my passport. It expires in about 14 months. Whoa. Towards the 24 flat. Are you serious? Where have you pulled that from, sunshine? "24 flat." Bloody Nora. No pole for us today. Christ, I'm not getting anywhere near that. Lando's 24 flat as well. 24 flat around here is absurd. I'm slower than Alex Albon in 6th at the minute. Decent stow though. A little bit of slip around there, a little bit wide. 24.8. 24.7, 24.8 seems to be my level here. P8. Everybody else stepped the hell up in Q3. 24 flats are absurd around Silverstone. That is a disgusting lap time. To have found another half a second from where they were is ridiculous. Well, Alex Albon in the Williams has pulled out a banging lap there. Lando Norris just ahead of my teammate. So the pace is obviously in the car, just not in the driver here, it seems. 24.7, 24.8 is my limit, we think. Or seemingly. We might be able to one-stop medium soft this. Maybe, because tyre wear seems to be okay, but I certainly didn't see those lap times coming. I thought we might have been in with a shout. Barely even in with a whisper, let alone a shout, of a chance of pole or a front row. With rain coming at the end of the race as well, to be fair, we almost certainly will medium soft it. Planning on then switching to the wet tyre at the end. Let's go and see what everyone else is doing.
Welcome to not only the home of British motorsport, so with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like.
Grid penalties for others would be very welcome indeed, but I can't recall anyone that retired in the last Grand Prix in Spain from the front lot. Actually, Piastri retired, didn't he? So that might... Ernest, never mind. Piastri starting 4th. There's the end of that one. Alonso Albon. And then me in P8. No, me P7. Okay, so someone has taken a penalty. That someone is... I wasn't paying too much attention. I was looking for Piastri. And then haven't thought about anyone else. Charles Leclerc. Fantastic! Charles Leclerc taking a penalty. You love to see it. He didn't retire in the last Grand Prix. But him taking a penalty works wonders for our title challenge. Lando, however, as you can see, round 8 and round 9, top of the table. And if he keeps going, look, soft to medium. It's a soft medium one-stop, and obviously with the rain coming at the end, that is really going to make things quite intriguing. Anyone else starting on a medium tyre? No, everyone is on soft. I'll go soft as well then. A soft medium one-stop around Silverstone is actually pretty mental, to be honest. But we'll stop probably lap 22. Maybe even 21 because of that rain coming. Try and get as big an undercut as we possibly can. And then absolutely nail it towards the wet weather. Slightly less fuel. P7 starts, but we have won races from P8 before. And podiumed from P9 before. So P7 doesn't necessarily mean we are out of this. Give you guys... a predicciones, and we'll say, will I make the podium or not? P3 or higher, P4 or lower, yes or no, BRB. What are you guys saying? Oh, it's literally ending now. Over 300,000 points spent. Oh, Griff literally just made it. Let's have a look. Okay, couple of biggies, couple of sizables for P3 or higher. Oh, couple of sizables for P4 or lower as well. Okay. I'm here for it. Soft medium to the rain, Daniel. You went for P4 or under, but mostly to give the P3 or higher people something to win. That's fair. I hope we can manage it. Tyre, I mean, it's because of the upgrades to the car, obviously. You'd never be able to soft medium, I don't think, in real life. If we knew for sure the rain was going to come hard enough, I'd consider going soft. We absolutely knew that the rain was going to bring intermediate tyres out. Then I go soft, but you can't guarantee it, can you? Griff's playing the odds as well, I see. I see you hardcore gamblers out there. Okay. Let's fucking go. Wheel spin off the line is sizable. At least we're on the clean side of the grid.
Okay, so everything looks good on the power unit cycles, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
I can't believe the jump the front runners had in Q3. That's absurd. Oh, switch back. Oh, tuck in. Oh, give me Raikkonen.
Conditions look stable at the moment, no rain currently expected. Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
Game on. British Grand Prix is underway eventually. Not a bad start. Lots of wheel spin though. Oh mate, loads of wheel spin in the second phase there. Had actually a pretty decent launch, but lost the position to Ricciardo in the Alpine. Probably a bad idea to try and throw out the inside of there, so we won't. Although I did think about it, as you could probably tell. Well, if we hadn't got that second phase wheel spin, it would have been a really good start. Anyone thinking about making a move here? No? Okay. Albon is going to need to be passed very quickly. Otherwise, we're going to lose too much time to the front few. We all need to get past Albon very quickly indeed. Sorry, Alex, that Williams might have a little bit of quali pace, but in race trim, not the one. You can already see how the front few is starting to get Albon. Piastri needs to go for it here. Hopefully Lando and Leclerc fight a little bit. But the front four are already checking out up top. I'm gonna... Hello, I'm alongside you, sir. Never mind. Oh, I was gonna undercut, but he just parked it on the apex. Alright, Daniel, fair enough.
DRS is being enabled this
Yeah,
lap.
that's fine.
You can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Not a problem. And lunge up the inside. Hello. And no DRS for you, hopefully. But DRS for me, hopefully. Never mind, you got DRS, that's annoying. We'll just try it again.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Oof, Jesus, he slammed across the front of the car there, didn't he? Right, Daniel, game on. He's getting feisty, Mr. Ricciardo. Very feisty. He's almost certainly not going to have DRS now. Bit of washout in the dirty air there on the last part of Maggots and Beckett's. On the inside of Stowe. That's my P7 back.
Brilliant. Nice move. Keep going.
Piastri has seen off Albon. We need to get close to, if possible, to ensure that we can stay with the front group. Not going to have DRS here, but we'll try and earn it back throughout the course of the lap. There we go. The good cops brought us right back in with Albon. It's DRS. The heavy car is really sloshing around through Maggots and Beckett's. The soft tyres are lasting tremendously well. Too ambitious, putting the power down. Might lose a position here. That's fine. Bit of DRS chicken. think he was across the line first. Soon find out. Yeah, he was. Thank you. Bye. No DRS for Ricardo. We played that well. Need to drive more consistently though if we're to catch, and more accurately stay with once caught. Leclerc now leads. Much better. Do with a bit more battery though. Softs are lasting remarkably well. Can't quite believe it, to be honest. Just shows how upgraded the cars are. Softs are lasting how I would have expected the mediums to. This is such a high tyre wear circuit. Back within DRS of Albon. Much better Maggots and Beckett's this time. Cheeky. Keep me in tow, please. Front four are still there and within view. Is it all big lock-up? Big lock-up from someone. Might have been my teammate, actually. George Russell locking up massively then.
Right, keep pushing. You're gaining on the car ahead.
I'm pushing. Don't need to worry about that, mate. George up to P2. Made a big lunge on Charles Leclerc, I think. Don't let Lando get away, though, boys. He might soon be my championship rival at this rate. We're bringing Daniel Ricciardo with us and closing in on this group in front. There was quite a gap between Piastri and Alonso. That gap has disappeared now.
You can get past, make use of the overtake button.
It's not.
See what you can do.
I've mentioned Charles Leclerc a couple of times on that Ferrari. It's not Charles Leclerc, of course, is it? He took a penalty. It's Lewis Hamilton that's up there in P3 right now. Charles Leclerc's a long way down. Still a long way down. Alright, we will have Albon soon. Then it's a case of can we catch Piastri. Again, washing out in the dirty air of the car in front. He will have DRS here, I think. He does. We'll save a bit of battery just to make sure we've got it to use to our advantage later in the next lap. Definitely stronger around Stowe. Definitely stronger around Stowe. I'm going to go up the inside here. Hello. Pass made.
Really pushing now. He's just put in the fastest lap
Fastest lap of the race from Mr. Russell. 3 seconds to Alonso, which means maybe 4 seconds-ish, 4.5 maybe, to Lando Norris. I can ask for a full race update, that'll tell me. Let's do that in a moment. Let's just make sure we get out of here well enough, which we have. Full race update, please.
Sat in 6th. Piastri ahead. They're on fresh softs. Albon behind. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. Our gap to first place.
4.3, there you go.
3 seconds.
Reckon between
You've got
4 and 4.5.
18 laps until your pit window opens, and that's 46 laps to go.
to try and get Piastri. George is going for the lead. Go on, Mr. Russell. Russell round the outside of Stowe. And there is a Mercedes in first place. Yes, George. Love that. We saw in qualifying that he found some pace to pop it in second. Another fastest lap of the race from Mr. Russell. He's flying. Go on, lad. Had a double Mercedes podium recently. Might have been the last race in Spain. Can't recall. Not Spain, Austria. Yeah, might have been actually. Last race in Austria. Double Mercedes podium. We'll try and do it again today if we can. Only this time, I'm not as confident that I'd be the Mercedes in front. A bit wide on exit there. Manageable. Gap to Piastri is slowly coming down. But it is slow progress. Ugh. That was horrific. Can't do too much of that. Whoop. No, it's because the cars are upgraded as much as they are, I think, that the tyre wear is as it is. It just hasn't scaled very well for this particular circuit. Yeah, there's the bumps on the start-finish straight, isn't there? There's also bumps down the Wellington straight on the right-hand side as well. Oh, you can do it from Season 1, can you?
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us.
Well, the gap to the group in front has drastically come down. George and Hamilton are scrapping like nobody's business. Lando's now looking to canter off into the distance. They're still side by side, George and Lewis, the two former teammates. And eventually, Russell keeps P2, but for how long? As we head down the the Wellington straight. George still P2, but hello DRS. Wow. Don't know what's happened between these guys in front, but they have just let Lando disappear. And it seems Lando might be getting another comfortable race win if it continues in this manner. And he will make the hat-trick, and he will continue the pressure at the top of the standings on myself and Charles. Especially if Charles doesn't get any points today. At the minute, he's nowhere near the points. Might be 13th, maybe, Charles Leclerc? 15th, Charles Leclerc. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Going for it again. Lewis around the outside of George, maybe. Done. Even before we get to Stowe. Right, how to try and pick through this group without A, getting damaged, and B, letting Lando disappear 15 seconds down the road and get the race win. We'll be stopping about halfway through this stint. Tyre wears to the point where I think I probably will stop lap 20 or 21. But DRS is important around here, and if we don't have it outside after the pit stops, then it might actually not work that well in our favour. George is going for it again. Hello. Oh, fuck. Never mind. I got distracted by George locking up and then fucked up myself, so I'll stay behind. George messed up, which meant everyone else broke even harder. And we balls it. Never mind. We go again.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Asking me to overtake Hamilton is a bit much. Just notice the objective. That went well. Use battery here. We'll go for Piastri. Take the McLaren, he's still on my outside. Give him racing room. Hello. Yes, we can take the McLaren. That's P5. That's 1. Now Fernando Alonso's next. Big washout again. Just didn't want to change direction. George going for Lewis again. Actually keeping Lando Norris quite honest here. It's really not getting that far down the road. I thought he'd just completely disappear, but he hasn't. Which is obviously a good thing. Still very much catchable. Talking about the weather.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
It would be a giant risk to go soft and hope that the rain falls heavily enough that we need to go to Inters. It's not a risk I'm willing to take, I don't think. That was better. Still slightly slow on exit, but better. Gap to leader, please.
That's P5. You're in P5. Alonso ahead. Okay, they're on old softs. Piastri's behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, Okay, so gap to the leader.
2.8.
2.8 seconds. Pit window opens in 12 laps time. 12 laps.
This
Okay,
is the
40
benefit.
laps to go now.
This is the benefit of DRS. Lando was 4.3 seconds down the road. DRS has helped us catch Lando. Obviously, he doesn't have it, which is why the undercut isn't actually going to be as powerful as we might want it to be. So it might be worth staying out a bit longer than lap 20 or so. Might even be worth just matching their pit stops. Although we will have to consider the double stack with George. So I still might stop 23 rather than 25, but I'm not thinking of boxing super early anymore, I don't think. I'd be concerned that I wouldn't have the pace with no DRS to keep pace with this lot at the front end, considering the tyres still have quite a bit of pace in them despite the wear. Got a nice run on Alonso here. Gonna be similar to the Piastri move. He's going to go left or right. I'm going to go right. He's going to stay left. And this might be P4. He's going to hold it. He's not going to hold it anymore though. Yeah, he is. Is he? I don't know. He's going to have a tight line here, Fernando. This is close between the two of us now. Through Abbey. He's let it go. That's P4, and we will still have DRS. Oh, really nice overtake on Piastri. An even better overtake on Fernando Alonso. Driving really well right now. Just got to keep it going. A podium is an absolute possibility here. Whether the win is or not remains to be seen. But Lando still isn't getting away down the road. That was a particularly nice move on Fernando Alonso. I was really pleased with that one. Pulled a little gap on Fernando as well here. Lewis through at Stowe, and then locks up massively through Stowe. It was a huge puff of smoke from the Ferrari. Not going to take any crazy risks here, especially considering my teammate is one of the two cars in front. Gap to Lando, even less than the 2.8 it was previously, I think. Oh no, I didn't want to do that at all. That's the wrong one. Sorry.
Good work, we're in P4. Okay, they're on old softs. That's Alonso behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. The distance to the leader,
2.6.
2.6 seconds.
Still
okay,
closing on Lando.
9 laps time. 37 laps to go.
Still closing on Lando. Propen burrito for the 36th month in a row. 36 in it. Thank you, mate. Ghost Rider and Wetha. Thank you for the follows, boys. Yeah, poor pit crew getting ready now. And I've no intention of pitting. It's a shame you can't cancel the call to pit. But no, actually, I'm going to stay out. I think you should be able to do that as well. Okay, gap to Alonso is significantly less now than it was.
Overtake button and see what you can do.
It was 0.7 last lap. He's a lot closer now. George around the outside, maybe. They're fighting hard and fair, these guys. As am I.
Hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though.
Ooh, we're getting some clean overtakes in today, boys. See you, Lewis. P3. Oh, that might be the best of the bunch. Might not have it on out-and-out quali single lap pace.
Right, let's not stay behind this car for too
But
long.
we
need to
can
get past
fight
it.
in the race. Come on, George. Let's go get Lando.
We think we might see
Oh!
rain ETA about 15 minutes.
15 minutes till rain. Right. Do we then soft? That's the question. If the rain is going to come that early, then surely it gets hard enough, or it rains hard enough, that we're forced onto intermediate tyres. Do we soft, or is it too much of a risk? Considering the progress we're making, is it still too much of a risk?
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done.
Should we still commit to the soft medium, just in case the rain, whilst consistent it may be in the way it falls, it might not rain heavily enough to warrant the switch to intermediate tyres? Would love to know the intensity levels of that rain. I really don't feel like you get enough information as a driver on the F1 game about what sort of rain is coming. In real life, they have all sorts of information and clarification about different levels of rainfall. Like it's going to be a Category 1 rain shower. It's going to be a Category 3 rain shower. We expect it to rain for 15 minutes, light enough, and then get heavier. And we do think that inters are going to be required. We don't think inters are going to be required. All information that the driver will be able to get from the team, IRL, that you can't get in the game. I'm going to go for George here. He's not, hopefully not going to fight me too much. And 1.8 to Lando. Hey, steady. What in the fuck happened there? That was a snap of oversteer I was not expecting. George slow over the bumps. Let him get DRS, slot in behind. Sorry, let me get DRS, slot in behind. So I can build my battery up behind him and then go again down the hanger straight into Stowe. Being this close to first, I don't think it's worth the risk of going soft and hoping it rains hard enough. I think I'm still going to go soft medium. We've evidently got some pace. Go for George again. Right, this time, don't be quite so eager on the throttle pedal, Cheesenoid. There we go. That was better. George will have a bit of a straight line advantage here, but they'll be quite slow over the bumps there on the way into Abbey. So we'll be able to maintain the position. Now the challenge of closing Lando down again begins, because we lost some time with that mistake a couple of laps ago. And the gap that was down to about 1.8, 1.9 is now over 3 seconds again. Don't even think about it, George. Not going to happen, pal. Not here, mate. Hanger straight maybe. But not here, pal. Well, he's thinking about it. Wrong decision, though. Might get double overtaken down the Hanger straight here. Just going to let it happen. George is fine. Lewis, I will fight. Lewis will hold off. Coming in, Georgie boy. Let's keep going. Let's go get that Mazda.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Talk to me about the rain.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Definitely still going mediums.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
I'm in a box 22. I'm in a box next lap. I don't think staying out to the rain is a wise decision.
Okay, mate. Okay, George is ahead of you. They're holding us up now, so let's please try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race. Push, push.
I'm going to take George into stow. Use the DRS down the Hanger straight. Take George into stow and then box.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
The box for medium tyres at the end of this lap. Massive overspeed on Russell.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
It's P2. But now we box. Right, for medium tyres then. And we hope that the rain doesn't come hard enough to warrant switching again in the next 10 laps or so.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
See?
Okay, let's go now. Come
They
on.
said 15
That was a
minutes,
fantastic
then they
stop.
said 10
Faster than we
minutes.
were expecting.
Now they're saying 10 to 15 minutes still. So the rain is coming, but it's actually not coming as quickly as initially they thought it would do. We have gone to the very back here because it's such a long pit stop at Silverstone, but it should be
Pit
our
strategy
only stop
complete.
of the race.
See these tyres through to the end
So
now.
these mediums will go to the end. Now we find out whether the undercut is going to work or whether keeping the DRS would have been the way forward. But we were P2 again, so we would have had no DRS. Effectively, I think we're just trying to undercut to stay ahead of those we were with, not necessarily to catch Lando. But unless the rain gets so heavy we need intermediate tyres, We are now on this set to the end of the Grand Prix in 30 laps time. Yellow flag. Lando's in the box, I think. As is Fernando Alonso. As is George Something's happened. George Russell and the Ferrari aren't moving. What's happened? Where are they? Here we go. Watch it from... Wait, is this us? Is that Lando? No, Lando's there going into the pit. So Lando's boxing. Oh, they've both... Wow. So Lewis and George have tried to go into the pits at the same time. They can't get there. I think, no, George is trying to box. Lewis is wanting to stay out. But because of George's positioning, George has forced Lewis towards the pits. Lewis is still trying to stay out. And the two just drive into each other. And that's what the yellow flag is for. George was trying to box. Lewis was not trying to box. Fernando is boxing and just watches it all unfold in front of him. What's this from Fernando's point of view? He just races into the pits. Says time very much. The two behind are still just stuck there on the grass. George is still trying to box. Lewis is still trying to stay out. Their races are ruined. And now it's me, Lando and Fernando going for a victory then. That is not great AI behaviour, to say the least. Good thumbnail opportunity, though. Hey Oracle, thank you for the follow, mate, and the Bold Explorer. Who've Leicester got tomorrow, Josh? Purple Middle Sector says that we made the right decision with our tyres as well. George has now finally boxed.
George is coming in for his stop.
Didn't expect them to box as early as they have either. It recommended my pit stop being lap 25. And it's recommended them to stop on 23. So I'm glad we boxed 22. Otherwise we actually would have lost any opportunity to undercut. Unsurprisingly, coming out in front of Alonso, gap 2, Lando is basically the same as it was before. It wasn't too much of an undercut opportunity there.
Coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres.
Obviously George and Lewis have lost loads and loads and loads of time.
Gap to the car ahead, 2.9 seconds.
Gap to Albon is 13ish. Meaning the gap to them is 15 plus. Lando is odds-on favourite for the victory still here after the round of pit stops. Lots more drivers in the box now. Lando's about to hit some traffic. This might hold him up. Hopefully does hold him up as I set the fastest lap of the race.
Keep this up, well done.
So we've got the pace. I'm sure Lando and Alonso will set faster lap times this lap though. Now that they're both going to have DRS. Lando is stuck in that traffic though. There is a lot of traffic in front of him. They can hold him up. That'd be lovely. I was poor through there, and Alonso's really closed up. He might take me. He probably will. I'm not even going to fight it. There's no point. It's going to cost us both too much time to fight that. Let's just try and close on Lando together.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Hi, Fernando. Hi, Fernando. Enjoying that overtaking spot so far today. That is almost everybody having box now. It is everybody having box now, other than Carlos Sainz in P2 and a Sauber that currently leads the Grand Prix. George Russell, as we suspected, one of those other drivers taking the fastest lap of the race away from me. Lando still stuck behind Sainz and the Sauber. Hopefully it's going to bring them back towards us. The Sauber and Haas will both box this lap though, so we've got only a few more corners to bring home this potential advantage. Hopefully Lando can't get past and he's stuck behind them through Maggots and Beckett's. And they lose even more time. He is stuck behind them through Maggots and Beckett's. We have a good Maggots and Beckett's. Gap's now 2. Lando's looking to make the move as well. Around both of them, maybe. Yep, Lando around the outside of Stowe, past 2 cars. Bravo, Mr. Norris. Bravo indeed.
Joe has just completed a pass for the lead.
2 seconds the gap to Lando, but I don't think we'll be catching him still, even though it's such a small gap. Not unless Fernando and I work together. Kind of annoyed that George Russell has thrown away a double team podium here, potentially. And who knows what's going to happen when that rain falls. How long till it gets here now, please?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Expected. 5 minutes till rain. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Didn't fight Fernando. Just trying to play it smart, use the DRS to our advantage. Appreciate it, Oracle. Thank you for the support, mate. Go around the outside, please, Fernando. You.
Brilliant. Nice move. Keep going.
Come on, between us, we can work together and catch Lando. There's a win on for either of us here, Fernando, if you just work with me. Oh, that got very grey very quickly there. Rain really isn't far away now at all. It's just a question of how heavy will it fall and for how long? Is it going to dry up again afterwards? Maybe. We don't know. It did say it wasn't coming till the very end of the race, and it's going to come just after the halfway point.
We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes.
Lando's gapping. Oh, DRS swap with Fernando isn't working, and Lando's just gapping us. I'll fight it here this time and let him take me down the Wellington straight instead. Maybe that's a better way to do it. Not the Wellington straight, the Hangar straight instead. Sorry, that was the Wellington straight. On then.
Okay, we lost the position.
It's fine by me.
Focus.
Yuki Tsunoda's out. Presumably just a retirement through Maggots and Beckett's. Let's have a look. Where is the RB? There he is. Yeah, just a retirement. Mechanical fault. His engine hasn't exploded, but something in the car has died. Whether it be hydraulic pressure or something of the like. No safety car for that there. But we are now down to 19 drivers in this Grand Prix.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
Oh, a little bit of screen freeze there, that was weird. Raindrops. Drop top. Something, 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 crackpot. I'm hit. It's not even new music. Rain is falling though. How long before we need inters? I'll ask about the weather.
Okay, conditions are going to keep deteriorating for 10 minutes at least. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the
Deteriorating
moment.
for 10 minutes at least says to me that definitely we will be on intermediate tyres.
Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres.
Managing. Grip is starting to go now.
At least another 10 minutes until this rain evens out. Stay alert out there. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
I will set Inters as my next tyre, but I can't guarantee that we'll go to them. Or if we do, when.
Okay, even though we're seeing cars start to struggle in these
Soon,
conditions,
apparently,
if it
maybe.
rains now, we're going to be too slow and we'll burn them out. Make the best of it for the time being.
Rain is starting to bounce off the surface though, so it really isn't going to be far away. If Lando boxes, I box. Lando stays out, I stay out at the moment. Fernando stays out. So does Fernando. We'll match them. We'll match them. Cut. It's Inter's time. It's definitely Inter's time. Everybody else is in the pits. Oh, if I'd have only boxed that last lap.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now
Maybe we could have taken the lead.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
That's annoying. Instead of copying the front two, I should have done opposite the front two. Grip has well and truly disappeared. For the minute, so are the two in front of me too.
Right, we're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.8 seconds. Understood. Stopping this lap.
I mean, if Piastri stays out, he's an idiot here. He is boxing. They're going to double stack it. McLaren, although to be fair, there's enough of a gap between Norris and Piastri that they don't need to. Ferrari might not be able to double stack here, though. Charles Leclerc might keep going. No, Charlie's also in.
Okay, go, go, go! Perfect job on the
Just
turn
out
there,
before
mate.
the
Looks
Ferraris
like a
get there
nice
as well.
stop
Otherwise,
time.
would have
We're
been
happy with
hells
that one.
behind them, just like we were in a previous
George
Grand
is
Prix, and it
in
would
the
really have
pits.
cost
He's in
us
the pits now.
because it wasn't a safety car on this occasion. Hello, safety car. Everybody's in. Now then, do we have any pace on intermediate tyres? Or are we even slower yet still than the other drivers around us? Let us find out.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 4.5 seconds. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Is the rain going to go away, though?
These conditions are only getting worse. Watch out for standing water. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
No, is the answer to that question, then, it seems. It will be wet to the end. And if there's standing water around, it's a question of will we end up having to box for full wets? Will it be like Canada, where we don't need to go to the wets and we can make do on the inters? We'll wait and see. It's definitely a very, very wet race circuit right now, though.
Gap to your teammate behind, 17.5 seconds. Okay, mate, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. We need consistency, so let's try and stabilise them.
I'm only going backwards. Struggles at the minute in these conditions. I would be more concerned about Hamilton than I am Norris right now. Inters just aren't wearing at all, though, really. All over the show.
And gap to the car in front, 5.7 seconds. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance. Okay, I know these conditions look pretty terrible, but that water is draining okay. I think the intermediate is going to stay the tyre of choice for a while yet.
Inters to the end, most probably. And P4 at the end, most probably. Piastri's slowly but surely reeled me in, and now will slowly but surely disappear down the road in front of me as well. Like I said earlier, I'm more concerned about Hamilton at the minute than I am
A lot of spare energy.
anybody in front of me.
Overtake button.
Piastri overtaking me was just a matter of time, really. And with no DRS to utilise to my advantage.
Okay, some information on Piastri.
Oh, hello.
Okay, they're slowing down. It seems like there's some
All right.
kind of problem with their car.
How's that for timing? Oscar's got an issue. We'll be slow in a straight line. So, I'll just have that third place back again then, please, Oscar, if you don't mind. Thank you, mate. Still worried about Hamilton, but now turns out Oscar Piastri might not be part of the problem. Or at least not for the short term, anyway. It's not to say that the McLaren team won't be able to fix that problem from the pit wall, and he'll speed up again. I'm not driving very well at all at the minute. The gap to Lando at its smallest was 1.8 when we were post first pit stop, still in dry conditions. It's now risen by over 10 seconds. No chance of a win today without divine intervention. Oh, God. Silverstone, Jambi. A very wet Silverstone. Explains the rain. Get the feeling you knew this was Silverstone and you asked the question just to make that joke.
Okay, gap ahead, 7.7 seconds. The radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Thought it might maybe have gotten a little brighter for a moment. Meow.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 18.8 seconds. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Thank you.
gap to the car in front, 8.0 seconds.
Thank you, Burrito. Oh, loving life, aren't you, Daniel? I'd love a Lando DNF here as well. Oh, too busy looking at chat. Ten laps to go as we cross the line. Piastri's issue is not fixed,
You hit that target nicely.
and he's just continually falling further and further back.
Okay, gap to the car ahead.
Gap to Lewis is actually growing. There's a yellow flag in Maggotts and Beckett's again. Literally as I've started talking, someone's retiring. It might be a Haas or a Sauber. It's a Haas, I believe. Sauber got stuck behind him going through the twisty, tight turns. So gaps behind, it's Carlos Sainz. Gaps behind growing.
Virtual safety
Oh.
car deployed. Slow
Okay,
down and maintain
gaps
a
behind
positive
growing,
delta.
gaps ahead
Virtual
growing,
safety car
no
is
man's
deployed.
land assured. Gap to Lewis is, well, it's going to
Okay,
fluctuate
slow down,
now.
slow down.
The
Your
gap to
delta's
Lewis was
negative,
growing.
which means you're going
Gap to
too
Lando
fast.
has
Reduce your
rocketed
pace.
here with the virtual safety car, but hopefully it should even itself out by the time the VSC disappears. But I'm, at this point, almost certainly finishing third.
Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
The VSC is so broken on this game. The delta is just so broken.
Okay, I know these conditions look pretty terrible, but that water is draining okay. I think the intermediate is going to stay the tyre of choice for a while yet.
Like those behind very much made the most of that. Captain Hamilton has come down by 2 seconds at least there.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Hello? No, thank you. Whiskey, whiskey. This Grand Prix gone fairly quickly, it feels like. Even though Piastri's issue is still a thing, they haven't fixed it yet. He's now 10 seconds behind. We got so lucky with that. Even though that is still an issue for him, he's got a massive gap to 6th place Alex Albon, who's still somehow holding everybody else behind him. Actually, it might be Ricciardo in the Alpine that's keeping everybody behind him, including my teammate and title rival Charles Leclerc. My teammate George Russell and title rival Charles Leclerc. Both now up into the points though, after languishing. Well, George was running for maybe a victory. Charles Leclerc was languishing down in 15th last time we properly checked. He's now up to 8th, so he will get some points, but we'll pull away from him. Lando will close on us yet further still. This is probably, at this stage, how at least the top 5 are going to finish, but what happens with Albon, Ricciardo, Leclerc, Russell, Hülkenberg, etc., everybody in that train, the rest of the points, I'm not sure. What I am sure of is that my bladder is going to explode, so BRB. The latest RTG video has literally just gone live a couple of minutes ago, so do check the main YouTube channel page for that if you wish to see it. Tweet it out. There we go. Right, BRB. Hello, Tawonga. How are we, lad? You know whereabouts on track I am at the minute. There we go.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Okay, I think we're still on the right tyres for the time being.
Just back in the groove. Fucking hell. If you can get it on sale, Sport City, I'd say, yeah. Although it is, what, February now, we'd expect the new one in 3 or 4 months' time. Or 3 to 4 months' time. End of May-ish. Probably a good expectation. End of May, beginning of June. If you can get it on sale, then go for it. If you can't find it slightly cheaper anywhere, then I'd say just hold off. But it depends how much time you're going to put into it. If you're going to play it loads, then it's probably worth it. But there are big sales quite regularly for this and a number of other of EA's yearly sports titles.
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
You just waited for MLS, did you, Evan? Oh, too busy reading chat. I need to check the vote, actually, see which way it's going in the RTG. Not the RTG, the Journeyman. MLS is winning, is it? MLS is a weird one because of the nature of the league, there's not really any like one team that, or one group of teams that continually are successful, is there really? Like it ebbs and flows season on season quite a lot. FIFA is my main sporting game for content, Sports City. You have stumbled across a channel I think you might enjoy. Once we finish this Grand Prix, we are switching to FC25 to record the next part of our save on that game as well. Welcome to your new home, Sports City.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Ready for Argentina, Austria and Belgium.
Okay, here's the gap.
Just realised you've been following me for a while and
10.2 seconds.
said you'd pop in and see what it's all about. Well, you're finding out, sir. Don't need to apologise for any misspelling, my man. Three laps to go.
Gap to your teammate behind, 23.8 seconds.
I think other than Inter Miami, because we've been there on the player career this year, if MLS does win the vote, does every team go on that vote? Potentially? Or every team that isn't top 3 or 4? In the current league hierarchy? Yeah, we're career mode only, Sports City. Been a bit of a dull end to the Grand Prix, really, hasn't it? I apologise for that. Obviously, it's out of my control. Well, it's not out of my control. I could just be better and faster, but I'm not better and faster, so in that sense, it's out of my control.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 10.6 seconds.
R.I.P. the glasses of destiny. So as we start our final lap of this now rather damp British Grand Prix.
Okay, you just started the final lap of the race.
I know,
Final
Mark.
lap.
I just said that. It's status quo, really. Lewis has closed a little bit. The virtual safety car helped that. And then it's still shortened slightly, but it's been a very manageable gap back to the other Ferrari. Just as it's been a particularly manageable gap for Lando Norris in P1 and Fernando Alonso in P2. Fernando's faster than me, Lando's faster than both of us, and he is going to make it a hat-trick of wins in a row for the Papaya McLaren. Lando to come home P1, Alonso P2. We make it another run, or continuation of the run of podiums. It's now 4 wins in a row, followed by a hat-trick of podiums, P2, P2, P3. Steadily moving, unfortunately, in the wrong direction, but hopefully we can get back to winning ways in the next Grand Prix. I think it's Hungary after Silverstone, perhaps? Regardless, our championship lead over Charles Leclerc is going to grow. Annoyingly, Charles Leclerc has broken free of the Alpine and Williams train. Fuel is fine, even though it's flashing at me. So George is going to get a point, a couple of points. Charles Leclerc is going to get a sum. But our tally keeps on ticking over. Lando Norris will close on me by another 10. But we're still comfortably ahead of him and pulling further away from Charles Leclerc. So a podium in our home Grand Prix is pleasing enough. A P8 qualification, a P7 start, a P3 finish. That'll do. That'll do. We obviously, had it remained dry, we feel like we might well have been in with a shout of a victory today. But Lando Norris has been able to get himself back top of the podium and, well, quite frankly, just dominated once the wet weather hit us. Fernando Alonso was pretty damned quick as well. Charles Leclerc annoyingly gets the fastest lap of the race as well. So we extend by 6 over Charles. But Lando closes in by 10, and we'll show you what the driver standings look like in a moment. When we get back to the menus, we've won the rivalry with Charles Leclerc, and all of that XP means we absolutely will be 91 rated now. We've won the rivalry with Lewis Hamilton as well, which means we absolutely will be 91 rated by now. We might even be, potentially, on our way to being 92, although at this stage you're probably going to need quite a bit of XP to get away that well. 91 and a half, I tell you what. We might well be 92 rated sooner rather than later. Still 50-50 in the recognition stakes with our teammate George Russell, but we are absolutely the #1 driver of this team right now, considering the state of the championship. And ultimately the run of results as well. So very, very happy indeed with the way that things are going so far this season. The next Grand Prix will be the halfway stage of the season. Hungary is halfway. Sure, it's Hungary next. And then we will be ploughing on to, it is indeed, we'll be ploughing on to the second half of the championship, hoping to keep ourselves in with a fight of a World Championship victory. So the standings look as follows. Lando does move himself into second in the championship now. We are 23 points clear of Lando Norris. We are 27 points clear of Charles Leclerc and 42 points clear of Lewis Hamilton. Our teammate is considerably behind, but the constructors' standings are very close, in fact, between ourselves and Ferrari. So as long as I can keep performing as I am, and George might well have been even better today if it weren't for the issue with the pit stops, then George may well have been right up there as well. Sadly for him, P8 today, but absolutely a P4 or 5 was on the cards for him, which would have kept up his decent streak. Only finished outside the top 5 twice, outside of DNFs, obviously. But our podium streak continues. Lando's now won 3 in a row. And what happens in Hungary remains to be seen. It can, obviously, smash it down with rain there. It can also be stonking hot and no rain whatsoever. I would be more inclined to go with a slightly harder tyre allocation because of the nature of the circuit. And it's quite a high-wearing circuit, so I think I will go harder with the tyre allocation and hope that there's no rain. Keep thy fingers crossed, laddies and gentlemen. Good. Stonking hot all weekend, apart from a smattering of rain in first practice. That'll do very nicely indeed. So we will be dry for the full weekend in all the sessions that matter in this Hungarian Grand Prix weekend, which will come to you as the next episode. It is a high tyre wear circuit. It's a high fuel circuit as well. But so was Silverstone, and we were very competitive there in dry conditions. And thankfully no rain in Hungary means it'll be dry conditions again. So we will go for a podium again and maybe a victory. Hungary is a circuit I'm less competitive at than we were at Silverstone and have been at a couple of the others. Austria we're very competitive at. Hungary is probably the polar opposite of that, but with the car we've got underneath us, we'll absolutely do what we can, and we're still very much in the hunt for this championship because we're still leading the way, and definitely will still be leading the way at the official halfway stage after the Hungarian Grand Prix. But that is the next one. That was this one. Thank you very much for watching the British Grand Prix weekend. I hope you enjoyed. Drop the video a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. And fingers crossed, the title will get closer still as we move through the season. I'll see you next time. Bunk. Let's pay out the prediction. Podium, yes. Congratulations, gentlemen. You've earned yourselves a decent haul of points there. F1, S4, 11 in Britain. We can set that to upload on the Drop box as well. Send that to Editor Chris. We got the thumbnail, didn't we, from the pit incident. Pit lane incident. Oh, it helps if you actually put it in the right folder, doesn't it, Chess? What folder did I just put that in? Put it in the FIFA folder. Well done, dickhead. Do need to make a thumbnail. Actually have got the Austrian Grand Prix downloaded. I need to upload that. So we can do that in a moment. Right, I'm going to, considering we've got a thumbnail already, I'm going to go and take the stream offline for 10 to 15 minutes and go and grab some lunch quickly. And then we will be back in about 15 minutes or so to do the season finale of the RTG save. Where we will or will not get automatic promotion to the championship. So if F1 was all you were here for, then thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your support. I'll see you next time. If you are waiting for FC content, go and grab yourself some food, a snack and a drink of your own, and I'll see you back here in about